Hey, y'all, what's going on? Okay, no, I haven't. And this is gonna have nothing to do with TV. Okay, I just this past week. Well, plus I was kind of going through. Okay, and I just didn't feel making videos. I watched everything, so now my ass got to do what I did a week ago and make like 4 or 5 videos at the same time. Because I can't come on and talk about shit if I'm not feeling it. It's just lackluster. It's just not me. And if I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to come on anyway. I ain't going to fake the motherfucking phone. Okay. But I'm going to tell y'all what this is about. I've been on Facebook Live in the last few days. I think I did 2. Just trying to get used to it. I will hop on Periscope periodically and just do a whole off the camera black blank ass motherfucking screen rant. You know, my Periscope loves, they fucks with me. They know in the morning, if it's 9 in the morning or 10, much love is getting ready to go to fuck ham. And then I let them know I ain't on cam. Don't even ask me. It's what the fuck it is. Okay? But what I want to talk about is what I talked about today. On Facebook Live. Okay, there's been 2 things that have went on in Kentucky, and it doesn't escape me, and it's not that I didn't see it or whatever, that I didn't want to talk about it. Again, I have to talk about things when I move. You know, I was going to talk about it, but I needed to be moved and have something to say to y'all. First thing being that school here, I believe it was Butler, I believe, but don't quote me on that one. In Kentucky here, was going to, and my lips are chapped as hell. Where's my chapstick? Decided that they did not want the young ladies to wear braids, flat twist, dreadlocks, anything of that nature. They already had that stipulation on the men. On the young man. Now, when women heard that, they was like, that's some bullshit. That's a part of our heritage, this, that, and the third. Now, I agree totally, but guess what? It's some bullshit across the board, male or fucking female, because that is a part of our heritage. Now, what kills me is that you will let Heather and Becky wear one braid down the back of her head and a bow, and it's a style. It's a new thing. It's what's hot in the streets now. Fuck out of her. Anyway, so the mothers got together. Everybody band together was like, fuck that. And they said, well, right now we're going to revise it. We're just going to let that sit for a minute. You know. And I just thought, well, you know, listen, y'all, let me tell y'all, we got the worst governor in the world. Blood beans. Now, to go along with the gobbler who is just, he is ridiculous as he is ugly. Okay? We have a Governor Blevins who, when he got in, as he was running, he vowed that he would get rid of Planned Parenthood. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anything that has to do with birth control, anything of that nature. He would get rid of Obamacare here in Kentucky because, you know, Kentucky was like one of the forerunners. You know, it's Healthcare Connect or whatever. And the governor that we had before this was Governor Brashear. He was a great governor. He wants to get rid of any of that. On top of that, there were people who woke up one day and did not have stamps anymore. Those that did not have their food stamps, you know, and he's continuing to cut things. On top of that, he cut, I think it was some grants for the University of Louisville. Just, you know, he's a Nazi. That's what he is. But here's what I have to say about it. That's the motherfucker y'all voted in, so that's what the fuck you get. You get a tyrant. And not only did he do that, y'all, the motherfucker, one of the first things he did, he made it where he could not be impeached on one particular thing, because even white folks was like, wait a minute, you didn't cut, because everybody knows that if you check the shit, they get more stamps than we do. They was like, Hank, this motherfucking Blevins that cut us down, Hank. Now, by God, we're going to have to do something. And then they want to start petitioning to try to get his ass out. No, you motherfuckers voting him in, hoping that he was going to just do what? Hurt black folks or whatever. Because in your mind, what's poor is black. Okay. You just have a poor state of mind. The ones that think that. Okay. I just wanted to mention that I just felt the need to share it. I haven't talked about Blevin's ass because he really makes my mouth water like I want to vomit when I think of him. But hey, that's what they voted in. He didn't get my vote. But hey. Okay. So the next tragedy that went on right here in Kentucky. Y'all must think I'm kidding. Kentucky's a racist, angry motherfucker. Okay? It is what the fuck it is. With countless other cities. It's everywhere, okay? So apparently there was a young lady. She was arrested in 2014 for shoplifting. She never did anything else. It's the first charge, hopefully her only charge she will ever have. And they have, when you have somebody like that they see that made, one mistake or whatever, they have the diversion program, okay? Apparently, and she don't get no pass on it. She made a mistake, shouldn't have done it. And at the very least, girl, you should have finished that diversion program. I don't know why she couldn't make it to court or whatever. But at any rate, because she didn't finish it from a charge in 2014, they picked her up. Apparently, when they picked her up, she was going through her cycle. Now, she had bottoms on pants or whatever. She was black. We're going to be clear on that. And let me state this right now, because I know it'll be some white folks that'll come over, by accident, not my loves, but by accident, that'll happen, hap up on the video. Let me just tell you, please don't use the race card thing over there. That's my card to use. Motherfucker, I don't stop you from using that motherfucking privilege card, bitch. You stay with that motherfucker. Handed that bitch out. Y'all done Xerox that bitch. Each and every one of you motherfuckers got it. So don't tell me a motherfucking thing about what card I'm gonna deal the fuck out. All right? You play yours and I'm gonna play mine. Difference is, you didn't work. There's nothing, your privilege comes from, from others and on the backs of whatever. And even with us, even if we prove that there is, even then y'all still want to say we could show you a blatant sign of racism and you will say it's not, you're inciting. Incite my ass. Okay, so I'm playing my card, bitch. Here it comes. All right? I'm playing it. Okay? Now, so she goes to court after being locked up for 3 days there. And like I said, she had her cycle or whatever, so they had to take her pants. They never gave her a jumpsuit or anything of that nature. She had been in jail from the moment she came in, once she bled through her stuff. She was there incarcerated the whole time in underwear. And they took her proudly into court with just her underwear on. Judge Wolf, and I believe, and seriously, that's the judge's name. I'm so thankful for her. She didn't give her no pass. She didn't just let her go. She treated her like a human being. I'm gonna leave the link for the video below, and y'all check it out. She just like, where are we? Is this real? What? And she called her like, why would you do this? Like, why is she? And she was like, and you was in here for what? Shoplifting? She said, you shouldn't even been in here for those days, but here's what we got. $100 fine, time served. They were trying to give her 75 days. She's like, you shouldn't have been in here for the 3 days. And even at that, she should have had some garments on. At one point, she said, can we get anything to put on this lady? I am so sorry. And really, without saying it, but saying it, she was letting her know that she needed to go further with this. But the funny thing about it is, they can't even, there's no get out of this. As much money as the motherfuckers make, they don't make, state-wise, the state, here, in the county, lockup don't make the money that the penitentiaries do. But still and yet, they do, and they are afforded the jumpsuit. So they took her into court in her underwear there, in there. And all I could think about Is this what it was like when they marched Sarah Bartman in and they looked at her and gawked at her butt and this, that, and the third? Is this what it was when they had the human zoos? I'm so hurt for this woman. And y'all, I'm going to go out, I'm going to find out who she is, and I'm going to see if I can't get some type of YouTube something interview with her. So I am so sorry that this happened to her. Like, they degraded her. She made a mistake. There's no one or two ways about it. You know, for the people to say, well, she shouldn't. Okay, but even at that, she does get the right to a jumpsuit and normal things that they would give every inmate. They kept her in there, and then on top of that, they wouldn't give her any feminine napkins or any feminine products. So she's just in there straight bleeding. Of course, I know some motherfuckers say, but still, fuck you. Still that. Still a fuck to give. Like, for real. Need I remind you that y'all let that motherfucker who killed her own child, let me go on and remind you what y'all will afford. Privilege. You let that bitch who killed her own daughter, who lied, couldn't figure out where she left her, and all of that, the bitch still got off. And she still was able to use her privilege and got the fuck up through. Y'all had her fitted. She didn't have nothing but her drawers on or whatever. She was afforded everything. Interviews, money off of her interviews or whatever. This woman couldn't even get an old beat up jumpsuit and a motherfucking pad or tampon that the state has there anyway. They are required to do that. But sure, there will be an excuse. There will be. And Tommy, y'all, let me say this. Tommy, I'm going to say this right the fuck now. Bitch, if you open your motherfucking mouth about this sister in Kentucky, I promise you this. I am going to read the skin off your ass, bitch. I'm telling you, you're going to be the supreme white bitch because you're going to be skeleton white, bitch. I'm going to read the skin up off of you, bitch. Just skate right on past this. Skate right on past that and her, bitch. Because I know this is the kind of shit you like. I'm talking about Tommy that's with Fox. Bitch, you might not want to do that. You might not want to do it, bitch. You really might not. You know, and I'm just, I can't think of anybody who would ever in their mind, human. Now, we know the supremacists, they will believe that this is okay, but I'm talking about human people, you know, they not human. You know, the supremacists, they're not human. I'm talking about human beings of all colors, nationalities. There is not one human being that would think that this is okay. With that said, you motherfuckers afforded that son of a bitch who raped that young lady while she was asleep. It was, you know, he got a pat on the back, might as well have gotten. But this woman, and it ain't, she has to get out, you know. She just wanted some pants on and a pad. Like, how are you going to rationalize this shit? I just wonder. I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just, you know, wondering how you're going to rationalize this. She never done anything else. Yes, she made a mistake. She should not have been shoplifting. Yes, she did that. She should have followed through with her diversion. Yes, those two are given. But why? They took her pants. She had nothing. She was in there for 3 days bleeding without feminine hygiene products or pants. And then to add insult to injury, they took her into court that way. But, of course, you supremacists going to feel like that's okay. Right about now, y'all be like, fuck that nigga, bitch. Fuck your motherfucking Caucasus Mountain ass too, bitch. Anyway. Kentucky is not exempt, honey. Kentucky was a part of the Confederacy. One of my loves asked me, was there a lot of racism in Kentucky? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And now that we got this orange trying to be president, the leader of the Confederacy, shit, these motherfuckers is falling out the motherfucking woodwork. It just so happened that they keep falling out on the wrong person, you know. But yeah, very racist. Kentucky was a part. Come on. Very fucking racist. Name me one motherfucking state in the United States that doesn't have racism of some sort, whether it be against black, Latinos, or whatever. Name me one. And if you do, and you name me a town in the city, I'm gonna say they ain't got nothing but whites there. That could be the only thing. I mean, yeah, I can't think of a state. Can y'all think of a state that doesn't have some form of racism in it? I don't know. And even then, if it's not that, it'll be class warfare. So, okay, name me one. Just drop that shit below and just clear that shit up for me. Let me know. Y'all, please vote. Let me say to those who supported Bernie Sanders, y'all will ride or die. Y'all did that. Listen, you don't motherfucking have to like Hillary or whatever, but I just, and this whole bit about you can vote however you want to vote, and you can keep telling yourself that why is it that people say just because we not going to vote for Hillary, that's a vote for Trump. It is. If you write in Green Party, you have that right, but just like I said about Blevins here, whatever they get now, that's what you wanted. Vote them in. I'm just saying, I don't give a fuck. Hillary did some shit, and Hillary, girl, you got a lot to answer for, but child, y'all are not willing to take. There's no way we can let an animal like Trump know the codes and be over shit. How can we? Jesus. Oh, Jesus, the Confederacy. Look at you, sitting on the corner looking all cute and stuff. Oh, you doing a video? Who you talking about? She was sitting on that couch like, yeah, I wish somebody would come to that door. Was she? Yeah. But just, I don't know, y'all. We got the vote. We can't let Trump in. I don't give a fuck. I just don't. But I'm going to put that link below for that story. Y'all go over, look at that shit, and leave your comment. It was inhumane how they treated her. And also tell me your thoughts. Is this type of thing with the whole hair and not having dreadlocks and things, have you had to deal with this at work? Have your children had to deal with this? No dreadlocks, no braids, no plaits, no nothing. Like, how do you feel about that? Just leave that shit below. I'm out, y'all. Much love.